Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are creating this luminous glowing style text effect using Affinity. The main font I'm using is called Southern Beach, which you can download in the YouTube description. Oh, and while you're down there, feel free to gently tap on that subscribe button to support the channel. If you are new here, my name is Erin, a formerly self-taught designer turned university professor with 10 years of experience working with clients. Alright, so I'm working in Affinity Pixel today, and I have a 1920 by 1080 pixel file open with my live text layers already set up in the color white on a black background. Starting with this text layer on top, I'm going to set the blend mode to screen. Now click the effects icon at the bottom of your layers panel. Check Gaussian blur and set the blur to 0.5 pixels. Now I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Command or Control J to duplicate this layer, and I'm going to repeat that 6 times. And once you've duplicated this layer 6 times, we're going to leave the bottom original one alone, and starting with the next one up, click on Effects again, and we're going to bring the radius up to 3 pixels and then hit close. The next one up will be 10 pixels. And then 25 pixels. The next one up is going to be 75 pixels. The next one up will be 250 pixels. And then the one at the top will be 500 pixels. Now in your taskbar, go to Document, Setup, Convert Format, and under Color Format, I want you to switch from RGB8 to RGB16, and once you click Convert, you're going to watch that banding smooth out, as working in 8-bit instead of 16-bit will just give you a smoother glow. Alright, now select your background layer and hit Command J to duplicate that. Click and drag it to move it under the text layers we've been editing and above this other text layer. Press D on your keyboard to set your foreground color to the default if it isn't already. And at the bottom of your layers panel, go ahead and add a new pixel layer, which will appear right above your background copy. Now in your taskbar, go to Pixel, Filters, Noise, and Perlin Noise. If you're used to working in Photoshop, Perlin Noise is the equivalent of Photoshop clouds. The settings we choose for this don't really matter. Just try to adjust them so you're getting the maximum amount of contrast. I'm going to rename this Perlin Noise. And now grab your Perlin Noise layer and drag it up 3 layers so it sits just above the bottom 3 Gaussian blur copies. Set the blend mode to multiply and then bring the opacity down to around 50%. Once you've come this far, grab the copy of your background layer and hold down Shift, and now grab the very top glow layer to select everything except the bottom 2 layers, and now click the folder icon at the bottom of your layers panel, and that will put all of those layers in a group. Next, I'm going to show you how to add color to your text effect, and if you're finding this tutorial helpful so far, please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up to support my channel. Alright, so let's select our adjustment layer icon at the bottom of our layers panel, and then grab Gradient Map. I'm selecting the far left stop, and I'm going to set that color to black. I'm going to grab the far right stop and set that color to white. And now I'll select the middle stop and set that color to a dark magenta. The hex code I have for you is 430A27. Now I'm going to press Insert to add another stop, and the hex code I'm going to set for that is F9007D. Go ahead and play around with your color palette, and then play around with the positioning of your colors to get the glowing effect that you like. Alright, now select your group and set the blend mode of your group to screen. And now drag your gradient map adjustment layer into the group. If you open it up, you should make sure the gradient map is right on top. And putting it into the group will make sure that it only affects the layers in the group and not the text layer below it. You can even play around with the blend mode of the gradient map layer to get a unique effect. The hard light blend mode will give it a much more saturated, brighter neon effect, which might work well for some text effects. For today, I'm just going to leave mine at normal. And now you can go ahead and rewind this video to repeat the steps for this second text layer. This was my very first ever Affinity Design tutorial, so if you liked this and want me to create more tutorials, please let me know in the comment section below. I make free graphic design tutorials every week, and I hope that you subscribe. Thanks again for watching.